Hey guys, welcome back to Judo Highlights. The team event at the World Championships for the juniors has just wrapped up, so we'll have a look at that. A little bit different today. We'll have a look at some highlights from the Japanese team, and then we'll have a look at some highlights from the French team, and then we'll have a look at the final. So it was Japan and France in the final. Like always, a good rivalry, and some good judo too. Now, first of all, I would like to point out this judoka here, Hatakeyama. He's competing at plus 100s, although plus 90 for the team events. And he's really good. He's got great newaza, and of course he's got some really nice tachiwaza skills as well. And you'll see those in the final. But he was a core component for the Japanese team at this team event. Now heading into the final, of course, the Japan team, they like to use their newaza. Not a score here, but just a really nice sequence on the ground. Doesn't quite get the osaikomi here, but looks to transition into a bow and arrow choke. Would have been really nice. I think this was really close, but her opponent does do well to get out at the end here. Now Maida, this is Maida Odin. She also had a really good day. Very strong player for the Japan team, especially at this weight class of under 70. I think she's going to be somewhat important for the Japan team heading into the future. She's only 20 years of age, but she already has a Grand Slam gold medal to her name, so definitely has the skills. As you can see here, as she's locking up the Tate Shiho Gatame. And then there was also Yamaguchi, someone that they're putting out at plus 78. But for the team event, that weight is reduced to plus 70. Still though, a lot of big girls that she has to face. And to be quite honest, I think Yamaguchi might be a little bit too small for plus 78. But of course they're putting her out there because she's got the skills. So we'll see how she does in the future as well. Now this is Arakawa, and this is a really nice turnover from Turtle. Wrapping up the arm, grabbing the leg, and rolling into the Kesagatame. So that was a really nice surprise attack from the Turtle position. Here's Maida again. Manages to get a U-call for this. And then she turns it into the osaikomi. Good transition. So Maida really doing a lot for the team here. Now there was also Shibata, and this all-soto gaishi is pretty incredible. Just scoring U-call, but still very amazing technique. Now we'll have a look at some highlights from the French team before we get to the final. I think the French team had more scores, definitely more scores in the tachiwaza, really using their throwing ability to win matches, and there were some excellent throws. This is Jean. He has a really nice Kochigari. Reminds me of Gaba's Kochigari a little bit. Good Ochigari here. Strong in the position for Ippon. And this was a really nice sequence of events against the Frenchman and the judoka from Turkey. And of course, if you do want to see these matches in full, go to JUDOTV, use my code, and you'll get a 15% discount. There is a Grand Prix happening in the same location, Lima, that is coming up shortly. Uchimata Ochi there into Kochi, and they give him the score. And here's another one, this time for Ippon, Ashibarai. So you can see what I mean, the French team leading into the final, just a little bit more tachiwaza, some exciting matches as well. But anyway, this is what we are all here for, the final. France versus Japan, the World Championships Juniors. And so coming out first is Arakawa, and he didn't feature a lot leading into the final, and he's up against Bolmatefis from France. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing his name. Now Arakawa, he went on to win silver, going all the way into the final, but Bolmatefs, he was eliminated in the first round. Now, as you're going to see here, Bolmatefs, he gets a top grip, locks it up really tight here, and he ends up getting a really beautiful Ochigari right here. And this is incredibly difficult to defend. And of course, golden score, so Wazari is enough, and he's excited about that, of course. Gets his team off to a good start in the final, and gets a little bit of revenge for his loss in the individuals. Now next up, we've got derbies against Maida. And of course Maida again on the ground, and she does incredibly good work here to secure the hold down. Now this turnover here, very similar to what Fukuda has been doing a lot these days. And watch Maida's left leg. She does a really good job of just not getting it trapped. As you can see here, just posting it on the side of the thigh. So this ends up being an ippon for Maeda in the osaekomi, and that evens the score 1-1 apiece. And after this, it is Shibata versus Escafare. You can definitely see the size difference between these two, competing in the same weight class, but Escafare definitely the taller and definitely looks like the stronger man. But you'll see soon, Shibata, I mean, his techniques are very good. Earlier on, from Shibata, we saw him with that Osoto Gaishi that pretty much looked like a big Uchimata. Really nice technique. And then here again, the Uchimata. Really nice lift, good flexibility, good balance. Doesn't get a score though. But still, look at this. This is, you see there's something there. There's a really nice throw there, and I'm sure he'll get a beautiful ippon with that technique one of these days. Now, just a minute to go in this contest, and they do go a little bit outside of the mat. But Shibata takes advantage of a situation here, goes to the floor, Escafare looking for the newaza, and Shibata turns on top of him. So that was a really nice move. Seen it from the Japanese before, but you don't see it a lot from a lot of the other judoka around the world. So turns in right into the osaekomi, and this puts Japan in the lead, 2 points to 1. And now Yamaguchi coming out and Can for France. Now again, plus 70, and I did mention that Yamaguchi is a little small for the weight class, but she still manages to make it work, so somehow getting an Uchimata Skashi here, and they end up reversing this score into an ippon. They give it a wazari first, but they do give it an ippon. So that is a really nice score for Yamaguchi. She'll be happy with that and her work. So all of a sudden, Japan 3-1. And here we are at the heavyweights, so plus 90. And we've got Hatakeyama again. And he's up against Mongol. Now, Mongol, he looked like he had some good positions with the kumite, really dominating with that top grip. But Hatakeyama, he just kind of knew what to do in these situations, knew that he was heavy in his lower half, and he had good balance, managed to get some interesting scores. And for a big guy, he's got a variety of techniques, so I'm really excited to see where he goes. He's currently a second-year university student at Kokushikan. So this is going to be interesting, I think, seeing how he does at the senior level. Good with the yashiwaza. He's looking for kataguruma sometimes. And here you're going to see a big uranage. So this is great. I really like seeing a Japanese judoka doing this at the heavyweight category. And so that's 2 U-calls, but still, Mongol really coming in close. Looks like he's dominating the grips and the sequences. But Hatakeyama, I feel like he's been in these situations a lot and just really trusts in his ability to find a way out and find an opportunity. So that there, another U-call score. And so with Hatakeyama's efforts there, that puts Japan 4 points into the lead. And you just need 4 points to win at the team events. So that is the final contest. I'll leave you guys with some highlights, some really nice close-ups of some of the techniques, especially from Hatakeyama. Like, subscribe, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
I feel happy for Shibata. He was one of the only ones to go out in the first round.
He's got a gold medal. He goes home with a gold medal.
Escafare, well, he'll look at that and wonder, what was I thinking? Well, you can see from the expression on his face there.
Right, he didn't even need to do that.
Yeah,
he
could, from which there was absolutely no moving.
Yeah, he counted himself lucky on that one, didn't he? And this was a big surprise, wasn't it? Just lost her balance, tried to switch, came right over the top. Ippon.
Yes, they'd originally called Wazari and then into the osaekomi, but
yeah, when you see it now, very spirited athlete, and he is an athlete. He fought hard. He didn't give in. He was going for it.
Yeah,
and
And right at the end, I thought maybe a pick up.
I thought he might have
He got his hands on him, didn't he?
It could have gone either way. That
Yes,
he was
yes.
going for it, and
Yeah.
I just love that. I love it when you see an athlete really sort of putting 100% effort in there, but just got launched there.
Yeah, I mean, I say the pickup, but Hatakeyama wasn't against the idea of giving the pickups a go himself.
He was.
Tries the Uranagi here, turns him onto his side. He got another score. There were
Yeah.
3 in the end.
Yeah.